Athens in the early morning. And Bridget working out. Wow, clean anchor. Nice. So we had a nice night on the hook last night. It was very calm. The anchor held very well. We had about 70 plus feet of anchoring chain out, and didn't drag at all. Had the anchor drag alarm on, and we set it for a 150-foot circle, and the alarm never went off all night. So nice restful night's sleep. We went to sleep before the sun went down. It's probably about 8:30. Got up nice and early, and we're on our way. Doing about 10 miles an hour, and hope to be at Haverstraw by 1 o'clock. Meeting some friends there. So see how it goes. We'll pick it up a little bit. We're not going to go 10 the whole way down, but we'll take it easy now in the morning. Don't know if you can see, but this is where we anchored. Right over here is Athens. And we were right down in there. We had about 15 feet of water. It's one of Bridget's favorite boats. We're coming up on Athens right now. We got a nice little municipal dock, public park. You'll see it with all the flags come up on it. Free docking there for the day, not overnight, last I heard. Some nice restaurants here right on the water. You have Stewart's House, where they have outdoor dining, tiki bar, very casual. You get to eat right under the weeping willow trees. Right across the street from the park is a nice little breakfast and lunch place called Stella's. We've had breakfast there. There's a weeping willow. That's Stewart's house garden. Right across the water is the Hudson Lighthouse. There's the Rip Van Winkle Bridge, just north of Catskill Creek. Tide is going out, so we're running about 2,000 RPM and getting over 10 miles per hour. Thanks to the tide and the current, it's a free 3 miles per hour pretty much. Passing Catskill Creek. A few marinas and yacht clubs. There's a gas dock on the starboard side of the creek as you're heading upstream, and a nice restaurant, Waterfall, right at the mouth of the inlet. They have dock and dine, and there's also a small municipal park that also has dockage there. I'd like to take the dogs for a walk. Bridget making breakfast.
Sure am.
Wakey wakey, eggs and bakey.
Egg sandwiches for the captain.
So the tide shifted, and we're going the same RPM, 2,000 RPM, but we're only doing 7.8 miles per hour. So we lost almost 3 miles per hour with the tide so far. The Hudson River Maritime Museum. Island is just south of Kingston, Roundout Creek. Pretty interesting. You could go around the backside and drop anchor, so it's all deep water. Actually, it's very deep water, about 50 feet or so in some spots. And you can dinghy over to the island. There's a walking trail that goes through the island, and also a couple picnic tables from what I remember a year or so ago. Just watch out for the rocks. There's a jetty on the north end of the island. The south end is pretty deep, just about all the way up to the rocks. Coming up on the walkway over the Hudson, there's a footbridge. We're able to walk across the Hudson River on that. And beyond it is the Poughkeepsie Mid-Hudson Bridge. Downtown Newburgh waterfront. Lots of restaurants right on the water. And the infamous Billy Joe's Rib Works. They have dock and dine there. Okay, so we just passed Newburgh and we hit a log. So didn't seem like that big of a log, but we chopped it up pretty good. And now it appears our starboard propeller is out of whack. So we're getting a lot of vibration. Picking it up over 2,000 RPM. So I guess we're going to be going slow for the rest of the weekend. Going to be a long ride back, but I'll go dive underwater and take a look at it. Get settled in somewhere and see how bad it is. Hopefully it's just a prop. Fun times. The joys of boating. Break out another couple thousand. Coming up on West Point. Constitution Island. That sheer rock wall, you'd be amazed. It goes, the water's about 100 feet deep, and you could be 1 or 2 feet away from that rock wall and still have all that water underneath. It's like a sheer drop off directly across from West Point. On Bear Mountain Bridge. It's Bear Mountain State Park on the right. And the Appalachian Trail actually goes right over this bridge. It goes from Maine all the way down to South Carolina, Georgia. So I picked up the RPM again. We're 3,600 RPM. We're with the tide. We're going just over 18 miles an hour. A little bit of a vibration. Not too bad. When we get to the marina, we're going to go into Haverstraw and see if I can get some goggles and dive underneath and see how bad that prop is. Seems like it's a starboard prop, and I don't know, we'll see. If we have to, we'll just take a slow ride back. Always on Sunday. I'm not going to let it ruin the weekend. It's a beautiful day today, and we're meeting up with a lot of friends. Just south of the Bear Mountain Bridge, there's a nice little anchorage, little lagoon type of area on the Bear Mountain side. That would be the west side of the river. It's deep water, nice place to anchor. We've stayed there overnight. The only problem is the freight trains that go by would seem to be every half an hour or so. They keep you up all night. So use with caution, but it's a great place to stay. Nice views all around. Indian Point Nuclear Power Plant. Supposed to be shutting that down in the next few years, I believe. Coming up on Haverstraw. Haverstraw Marina. Can't miss it. There's this old gypsum plant ramp right outside. Gas dock as soon as you come in on the right. And to the left is the restaurant, Tiki Bar. They got their own dock. Lots of space over there too. Here we are.
No kidding.
I like that.
Sure.
It's only got like 400 hours. But so tonight they got fireworks. You guys know that?
It's just easier.
Right.
Yeah, so tomorrow night we will probably be here.